Hey guys, it's Bryony. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the very highly requested review of the Hello Cup. Before I get into this video, I do just want to quickly express how stressful it's been trying to film a video this week because it's currently around bonfire season here in the UK. Guy Fawkes Night is the 5th of November. For those of you who don't know the story, basically many moons ago, don't ask me what century it was, I can't remember, I'm sure somebody in the comments does. There was a guy called Guy Fawkes who tried to blow up the House of Parliament by putting gunpowder in big vats underneath in the cellars. He didn't succeed, we caught him, and then we burnt him on a big bonfire. And so every year since then, we've basically celebrated his gruesome death by having bonfires and setting fireworks off in the sky. And I guess it's supposed to be about democracy and all that, but yeah, it's basically we celebrate his gruesome death. Anyway, it does mean that there's been constant banging and crashing going on outside my window, and as the time I have to shoot these videos is in the evening, it's been a little bit of a problem. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First off, I do want to say, I think the Hello Cup company sent me one of the best PR packages I have ever received from a menstrual cup company. I got this massive box in the post, and I was like, what on earth is this? Because it weighed a ton as well, and I couldn't think what I'd ordered at all. Opened it up, and I've taken all the stuff out of it now, but it had like 8 menstrual cups in here, plus this lavender bag or wheat bag, whatever you want to call it, which you basically put in the microwave and heat up and then put on your belly when you're cramping like hell, which with adenomyosis I definitely get. And they also sent me this lovely candle, which I don't have on me now, but it's just a pink candle basically. So yeah, I was very impressed with that, and it was very well done. So that was a big thumbs up for the Hello Cup company. And they also sent me this info sheet, which basically contains a lot of information about the cup itself, the company, and also some info about the 2 lovely ladies that run it, which I'm just gonna pull up quickly now because most of this information I already know. And their names are Robin and Mary, and these are the 2 lovelies that run the company. So let's get into the cup itself. This is the box that the Hello Cup comes in, and I've left this one intact so it's nice and preserved and everything because I've successfully managed to rip apart all the others, and I think I sent one off to my cousin as well when she needed a new cup. So yeah, it comes like this, which is really a well-designed cup. It's not nice and different actually, like the packaging. It's like a cylinder, as you can see, and how it comes undone is, if I get one that's already opened, it just unscrews, has this really pretty pattern inside, and inside comes the cup in its little white pouch with hello embroidered onto the front. Now this happens to be the large size. No, I tell a lie, this is not the large size, this is actually my cup. This is the medium size cup, the small to medium. They have 3 sizes with the Hello Cup. They have a teen, which is an extra small, which I have right here, and this is the cup that I have mostly been using, by the way. Oh no, this is not it. I am failing miserably at this one. This is the teen cup, this tiny little thing here. This is the medium with its stem cut off, of course, because I have a short cervix. And then this is the large. So you can kind of see there, very difficult to hold 3 cups at once. Anyway, there we go. So you can see that there's quite a difference between the smallest and the largest here. So the Hello Cup is not only based in New Zealand, it's also made in New Zealand as well. And one of the main differences between the Hello Cup and most other menstrual cups on the market is that it's made from TPE, thermoplastic elastomer. Some of you will remember that the Maluna cups are also made from that as well. But the Hello Cups are made from much thicker TPE, and they're made from the highest quality TPE they could find, which is imported from Germany, which is where they make the best stuff, which is medical grade TPE that's used for catheters and other medical purposes. The Hello Cup is also FDA approved and is hypoallergenic. So let's get into what I thought about it. Well, first of all, I want to say one of the big benefits of using TPE over silicone is that TPE is fully recyclable. So silicone is very difficult to recycle. In fact, they don't really know what to do with it yet. They're still experimenting with it. Whereas TPE, they know that they can recycle. So if you're someone who's very eco-conscious, this is definitely going to be a good cup for you to consider. The only downside to using TPE is that it's going to only last around 5 years rather than the usual 10 that a silicone cup would. So do also bear that in mind. So I tried out the extra small, which is their teen size, and also their small / medium, which is kind of like the average size for the menstrual cup. I have to say, of these 2, I think I definitely did prefer the teen, just because I tend to like smaller cups in general. I'm quite petite myself. And one of the things that I noticed straight away with these cups is that the TPE means that they're not as springy as the silicone cups would be. It's definitely a lot more resistance to it, so it's kind of hard to manipulate and fold. Let me show you. So when I do the punch down fold, it's quite tricky to actually get it into position. Once you've got it, you're fine, but then it doesn't open up very easily. It's taken quite a while to do that, you see, and I'm not really resisting this at all. So you do need to be kind of good with your maneuverability, I think, to use a cup like this, because yeah, it's very slow, whereas a silicone cup would just sort of pop and spring open. This is not so springy. That's the main word. Why is my phone going off? It's not as springy, so that's just something to bear in mind. And that was the one problem I think I did have with this cup, was it was really tricky to get it open, because my muscles are really tight as well inside. So I would always do the punch down fold. Getting the cup folded and in, no problem, but getting it open, like, you really have to maneuver the F out of this to get it open. So yeah, once it's open, I had no problems with it at all. I did leak once because I left it in overnight, but really my period was too heavy. That wasn't the cup itself, just to clarify. When I used the larger size, I didn't have that problem. The shape of the cup I do quite like. It is very smooth, so there's nothing that's going to give you any sort of abrasion if you're really sensitive to that stuff. And the thing that I think is quite cool and unique about these cups is that the grip rings are actually cut into the cup itself, as you can see here. Like, they're there and you can definitely feel them, so they're not like slippery or anything, but they're cut into the silicone rather than a ring on the outside. So I thought that was quite nice and unique and a nice touch to the cup. The Hello cups also come in a range of nice fun colours, which I think is really great, because a lot of menstrual cups only have like 1 or 2 options when it comes to that. I can't actually find any info on exactly how many colours they have right with me, and I have got like this big info sheet here. I might be just being really thick and not able to see it, but I know they have at least 3. Oh, and there's a pale pink as well. I found a pale pink too. So there's quite a range to choose from, which I think is nice. It always just makes that process a little more fun to be able to choose the colour you want. The cup itself feels very well made. Again, it's TPE, so it's got a bit of a different feel to it than silicone. And as I said before, it's just not as springy, which in itself is not a problem. I got the cup to work. Once I'd inserted it and kind of adjusted to how it was a little bit different to using a typical menstrual cup, it was absolutely fine. The only other gripe I have with it, if it could be called that, is that this thing stains so easily. I don't know if you can see. I've only used this cup like 3 times or so. It might just be this particular colour, but like, it's stained on the inside of this rim, just in here. I don't know if you can see it, it might not show up on the camera, but there's definitely a sense of staining around here. It's got a little bit more brown, and I've like scrubbed it really hard as well and washed it out, but I can't get it to go. And I've cleaned the holes as well with like one of those little interdental brushes, but I just can't get it out. So I don't know if that's just the material itself, whether TP is more prone to staining than silicone, but that was one thing I noticed. So just one thing I thought I'd point out. But the orange cup doesn't seem to have had this as much. This one seems to have been fine, so maybe it's just because this is the lilac colour that it's done that. Who knows? But again, it doesn't affect the use of the cup if it's stained, so it's just something I thought you should be aware of. The stem on the cup as well is a ball stem, as you can see here, and it's not squishy at all. It's like a solid ball stem, so it's really easy to get a good grip and to pull this cup out. And that was one of the things I noticed when using this cup, was it was very easy to find the base fit and to remove it. So that's a real bonus if that's something that you've been struggling with another cup and you're considering getting a new cup for. Definitely want to consider this one in. But overall, I did really like the Hello cup. I think the packaging and the effort that they've put into it is fantastic, as you can see from this opened one here. I think they've really thought about this in great detail, about what they wanted it to be and how they wanted it to look, and it looks really well put together. And as I said, I was very impressed with the PR package as well, especially coming from New Zealand. Like, that's literally the opposite side of the world from where I live in London, so I was very pleased that they put all that effort in, and as I said, they put all these little cards and things in too. So would I recommend the Hello cup? I definitely would. I will just say that this cup isn't the easiest to get open, so if that's something you've really been struggling with, this might not be the cup for you. But if you're looking for a really sustainable cup option, one that comes in lots of fun colours and prints, especially if you're based more in Australia or New Zealand, then this is a cup I would definitely recommend. The quality is good, I like the ethics of the company, I think they've presented it really well, and I think it's overall a really nice menstrual cup. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do subscribe, and don't forget you can also get cough pads and menstrual cups from my website, Precious Stars. The link is down below, and there's also some brand new sparkle pads up there at the moment as well, so you can go and check out the new prints if you've been waiting for that. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.